Do you ever wonder how people become buddy-buddy with politicians? Do you figure they're all old college roommates or big donors? Do you think you could never build a relationship like that? I think you're wrong. I bet you can. Okay, maybe you won't become their best friend, but keep watching to find out how you can build strong, fruitful relationships with politicians. Hi, everyone. I'm David Smith, and I run Inthrive Advocacy Solutions, your solution for lobbying and advocacy. Before launching this firm, I was leading advocates in Virginia, and we brought real changes to our criminal justice system. I also worked for Delegate Kay Corey, where I ran her commerce and energy docket. Now, I'm bringing what I've learned through mentors and hard knocks to you. Welcome to Better Advocacy in 10 Minutes or Less. Oh, that was a good one, yeah. A series of videos helping you become a better advocate so you can turn your passion into policy. Today, we're going to look at 5 strategies to help you build relationships with legislators. All right, so let's start with a quick rundown of the strategies we're going to cover that you can use to build relationships with politicians. Then we'll go in depth on each one of these. So these strategies are: set up meetings with a politician, volunteer on their campaign, attend social events, attend hearings and public meetings, and finally, plan an event that will honor or at least attract the politician. But before we get started on this, we want to do some research, because you want to do some research about what your politician that you're targeting, their passions are, why they got involved in politics, or what they fight for, or what they devote their time towards. You want to follow them on social media, watch what they're posting, and share with them what connected with you the next time you see them. This helps them to know that you see them as a person, not just as a vote to be flipped. All right, so let's jump into these different strategies. Our first strategy is to set up meetings. When you have your meeting, start by introducing yourself and what you're fighting for. Now, try to do this during the off season. You know, that time in your state when legislators aren't slammed with work and meetings. An hour meeting over coffee in August, when you're the only person on their calendar that day, would be more impactful than the 15-minute meeting during session when you're one of 30 people in 15 minutes that they'll see that day. Now, if they're not on board with your policy ask, you can gently probe them to find out if there are any common policy interests. So even if they don't agree with your stance, find where you can work together to build that relationship. All right, so next up is to be a campaign volunteer. You see, campaign volunteers earn the respect of a politician. If you believe in this politician's positions, then this can be a great opportunity to build or strengthen a relationship. You don't have to be their constituent to volunteer either. But a caveat: if you're known as, let's say, liberal progressive, and you try to volunteer for a staunch conservative, it might raise some flags. As a volunteer, key staff and the legislature will get to know you. So you want to make sure there is a value alignment here. But it will pay dividends. See, when you come back to that meeting about your issue, then they already think well of you and are more likely to listen to your policy ask. All right, so we've done the campaign volunteer. You know what time it is now? Now it's party time. Yes, politicians love a good party. Now, I don't know if this party looks very good to you, but just by being present at social events hosted by different organizations, a political party, or even the politician, then they'll begin to recognize you and trust you. Follow different groups on social media and sign up for email lists to see when these events will be happening. But skip those fundraisers. Unless you can cut a huge check, you're not likely to get much, if any, face time. Now, another type of thing you might want to go to are those hearings and commission meetings. If you're advocating in a space where there's a commission, committee, or some other type of public meeting, be sure to show up at those public meetings. Even if you have nothing to say, the elected officials will begin to see you as an expert in this space. Why as an expert? Because only experts understand the importance of these meetings. Yeah. Also, there are usually breaks during these meetings, and you can use that time to introduce yourself to key people, not just the politicians, but also those policy makers. Now, every state should have their public meetings posted somewhere online, either with all of them in one spot or on their department websites. This is the Virginia Regulatory Town Hall, and I'm sure your state has something very similar. Now, if you're ambitious, you can actually plan your own event because politicians love a good photo op or award. This is actually the delegate I worked for, Delegate Kay Corey, with one of the awards that she was given as Legislator of the Month for Cruelty-Free International. So if you create an award like that, or like a legislative champion, and then invite the politician to the event to receive the award in person, well, you know what? There you go. You've got your opportunity to not only have a conversation with them, but to honor them and give them a good piece of media and campaign publicity. Another idea is to put on a town hall or forum and invite the politician to participate. Now, if you do this, you want to make sure it's a safe place for them. If they end up feeling ambushed or attacked by the questions or comments that are coming either from the panelists or the audience, they're not going to have a good experience, and you'll end up hurting your relationship instead of helping it. Well, there you go. There are your 5 different strategies to build relationships with politicians. That's 1, set up meetings with them so you actually meet with them face to face. 2, volunteer on their campaign or for other events that they are hosting. 3, go to those social events the different lobbyist groups or organizations are having where the politician will be present. Number 4, go to those hearings and public meetings. And 5, plan your own event that honors that politician. So, what should I do next? Look at these different ways to build relationships and see which one works best for you and your situation. If you're part of a smaller org, pick one and focus on that. But if you have more capacity, create a strategy to build those relationships. If you're still unsure about how to start, reach out to me and I'd be happy to help. So thank you so much for watching this short training video on building relationships with politicians. Like and subscribe to the Inthrive Advocacy channel to get notifications of new videos, and be sure to check back every Friday for a new Better Advocacy in 10 minutes or less video. Thank you.